Hey there, how's it going? Welcome to Keeping Current episode 5. This is 5. Kristyona. 1.
I did it right this
2.
time.
I'm just making sure that you're aware.
Yes, 5 is the number. Oh, 5, beautiful 5.
I'm Cam, that's Kristyona, and joining us is our first guest on our show, inaugural guest. It's Becca. Yay. So, Becca's our good friend, but she's known Kristyona longer. When did you guys meet? I don't think I've ever heard this story. Like, how long ago?
Becca remembers better than I do.
I'd probably have to say, 8th grade is when we, really started to, kind of hang out and become friends, because we did the video production, club in junior high, so it wasn't even a class yet. Classes, that didn't start till, 9th grade, but, 8th grade was the club. But I think I knew who you were, probably 7th grade.
She was so popular.
No, just
Super
that is
popular.
the exact, keep my yearbooks hidden for all of eternity.
Oh,
That's
you mean
unpopular.
these?
Shut up.
Oh.
How unpopular I was.
And
I started blooming around high school. It's fine.
That's fair. That's probably accurate.
and then what's funny is when Becca and I kind of first started to hang out together, we found out we had a mutual friend in Richard.
That's right.
How did that happen? I don't think I ever followed up on that one either. How were we both friends?
I knew Rich from my roommate Jenna.
It's Rich to Becca.
Well.
Yeah,
okay.
Sorry, Rich. Rich pitch. Anyways, so he worked with Jenna and her sister Jamie at Costco.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
And that's kind of how I hung out with them, because we did trivia nights every Wednesday at the Ram, and then we'd go over and play games with him and his roommate, and it'd be a big group of us. And then I want to say it was one of those game things that we did at that one restaurant. I forgot what it was called.
CouchCon.
CouchCon, yeah. We showed, I think I have a picture, but we showed up to CouchCon and Rich was there. And I was like, what do you... Who do you know? So, I think that kind of all, turned out.
Yeah. He's good friends with kind of some of my buddies who all went to the same high school together. So I was kind of friends... Since I was friends with them, I was friends with him. And I've been camping with him. We've done other game nights. We used to have late night LAN parties at his house, at his parents' house. So yeah, Richard's a good guy. I like Richard, and it was funny that we had that connection. I remember exactly when that happened. It was pretty good. Small world, or small western, small King County.
Small town.
All right, so we like to start out the episode with going over the challenge that we had for the last episode. In the last episode, our challenge was to come up with the most random subreddit. So this is a challenge for Kristyona and I, and Becca. Since you're a guest, you get to be the judge. You get to pick who came up with the most random subreddit, just random.
Okay.
I don't go on Reddit at all, so I didn't even know where to begin. So I think you should be happy with whatever you get, but I have a feeling Cameron's going to win this one.
Okay, why don't you go first?
Okay, the first one is Blop.
BLOP?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and introduce this one.
A blop is when dogs stick out their little tongues, and so it's a whole subreddit of pictures of dogs going...
Oh, look at the pug one.
Let's look at some of the best of all time.
They're so cute.
Here's one. This sweet baby girl was in an accident yesterday and didn't make it. Oh no. Oh, but that's a good blop.
Isn't it? My dogs
so
do that. It's so cute.
So these are blops of dogs, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't really specify, but when I was going through it, they were only dogs.
Okay.
I think with cats it's bleps, right?
Oh, maybe. Maybe a blop is specifically a dog.
I sure the hell hope it's called a blep.
Okay,
My cats definitely do the bleps.
this one is Rate This Blop.
Oh.
That one's super cute.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
And we'll do one more. We said, see you later to this guy today. Why are people posting their dead dog's blops?
Had a lot of good blops in 17 years.
Oh, that one's a tiny blop. It's hard to see. But it's there.
You have to like whisper like blop.
Very nice.
Girl.
I like it. I might even have to subscribe.
Yay!
What you got next?
The next one I have is megalophobia. Now, there's a lot of phobias on Reddit apparently, but I was the most intrigued by this because when I clicked on it, there were some crazy things that kind of made me feel like I might have this phobia a little bit. It's basically the fear of like large things. Like people who are afraid of like the ocean, for example, have this. But there was a bunch of like things in here, like a giant waterfall and squids and stuff, and I thought it was kind of random.
All right, top of all time. This one's called Banana for Scale.
And if it's inappropriate, it's not my fault.
Wait, what's happening?
I don't know.
What is this?
So is it basically saying like if a banana was that big, like to what we would see?
I guess.
I feel like that banana right there would end world war, is what would happen.
It probably would.
I could not have gotten luckier with a more random first clip.
That one's pretty good.
So
I imagine that one's a unique one. Let's see what the next one is. That small dot is Mercury in front of the sun.
ooh.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
sun's...
that did kind of put a little weird butterfly in my belly.
The sun's too big for its own good.
Yeah, it is.
Very true.
This one's Alone in the Silence. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's an astronaut there.
My last one is called Useless Red Circle.
I feel like I've heard of this, but I don't...
It's basically a bunch of examples of people like circling things unnecessarily in photos to like draw attention to them. Like the funny things in photos. At least are the examples that I saw.
Okay,
But maybe the top ones are different.
So here's like the Olympics.
Oh.
Maybe no one's getting that one because, yeah. Okay, here. I saw this one that I think I might like. The red circle of death on the Xbox.
Yes.
Or the red ring of death.
Those were bad times.
But wait, there's no red circle, is there? Maybe there is. I don't know. Let's see if we can find a good one. There we go. Like this one is like, why'd you circle the reply when that's the only reply that we see?
Yes, like these are what like the examples I saw were. Anyways, it's random, right?
All right. Here we go.
I'm nervous.
That was
These are gonna be
tough.
really good.
Yeah, I feel like you should be.
That was very tough.
That means she hated mine. The judge is biased, and that's not cool.
I'm not biased.
All right, so this one is called OnlyFlans. Or OnlyFlans.
Oh god.
You've already won.
It's a play on OnlyFans. As you can see on the sidebar here, a place to share pure, uncensored photos of gorgeous fawns. So we can look at, this one's called Perfection. Yep.
That's a good looking flan.
Yeah, it looks
It's a
pretty
great
good.
flan. This one's
I don't
called
like
Mega
The fact that we're
Flan.
missing some of it though. That's a big one. Yep.
Would this be part of the, what was the phobia that you talked about?
The megalophobia.
Is this,
Yeah.
You can post this on the megalophobia one. So what's funny is you can see there's some that say 18 plus and they're marked as not safe for work. But if you click on them, like this one says, can I get some love for a choco flan? It's just... This one here says, I feel dirty posting this money shot.
Honestly, I was really hoping you clicked on that one. That's so terrible.
Krystyona's like, ooh, yeah, pick that one right there.
Yeah.
All over that flan. Okay, so that's OnlyFlans. Submission number 2 is Jesus Senpai. These are pictures of Jesus with anime characters.
I'll be over here looking for some new Reddits if you need me.
I like this one right here, because most of them use that same picture, but I like this one. It's called Head Pats.
It's like two things you would never think go together, you know?
Oh, it goes together perfectly for me. It's my two worlds. The creation of Cat Girl.
That one just like fits so well.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I love it. All right, I saved the best for last. Like, if I could only put one entry, it would be this. It would be... You guys can try and pronounce this, because I know I can't.
Blahaj?
Yeah, I would just say blahaj.
Blahaj is... Welcome to the subreddit dedicated to the best shark. Blahaj descended upon us from heaven, also known as IKEA, and it's here to make our short existence more bearable. This is a subreddit just for the shark that you can buy at IKEA.
Oh, because it's called Blahaj.
Yep, there's a whole a whole subreddit for it. So this one's found this photo online, figured it deserved to be shared here.
Oh my god.
Oh, I like this one. This is the Blahaj Buyer's Guide.
You have money. Yes.
I like that. Do you have money? No. Do you have a job? Yes. They pay you? Yes. Buy the shark.
They pay you? No. Do you have possessions? Sell them. Do you have a soul? No, liar. Sell it.
Here's a My Life Be Like. The world is cruel and unjust in an unjust place. There's no harmony in the universe. The only constant is suffering. Minutes later, OMG, IKEA shark.
Oh my gosh.
All praise Blahaj. All right, Becca, you have the very difficult job.
Oh man.
Of deciding.
These are so good.
Who had
Where'd
the best?
Kristyona go?
Wait, yeah, are you hiding in shame?
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't know who she's gonna pick.
As much as
I'm going up against Anime Jesus, OnlyFlans, and the IKEA shark. Are you freaking kidding me? There's no competition. I would have dropped mine in a heartbeat for yours.
Do you want me to do a top 3 or just my favorite?
Sure, top 3.
Okay. My third one would have to be Blahaj, even though this is amazing.
Okay, all right.
My number 2 would be the Blops, because we all love a good blop. But I'm going to have to give it to OnlyFlans. The most random Reddit out of the ones that have been presented tonight.
Glossy perfection.
Ooh. That is nice.
I know.
I don't even like flan that much, but I feel like I want some now.
I was going to say, I feel like those look so good that even someone who doesn't like flan would at least try a bite.
I would try too.
Ooh.
All right, let's move on to TikToks. These are our favorite TikToks of the last couple weeks or so. Here is my first one. This one got a lot of views, so it's a very good chance you guys already saw this, but I think it's just really impressive.
sing this? I can't hear it.
Oh,
I can't hear it. Am I supposed to be able to hear it? I want to hear it. That was good.
that was so well done.
It's great editing.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who edits her videos. If she does it herself, then even more props. And then I only have one more for this week.
Be careful, y'all. Somebody put a 105mm artillery shell in my twigs. Be careful, y'all. Somebody put a 105mm artillery shell in my twigs.
Oh my god.
That's a good one.
You gotta watch out for those 105mm artillery shells. I mean,
Especially around Halloween.
Like,
It's usually when they try to...
Sneak them
Slip
right
it
in
in
your
your
little
candy.
bag there.
you can't trust anyone these days. It's really sad.
Certainly not.
So, Becca, we got yours to go through. You sent us 5. So
I sure did. I couldn't pick just one or two.
all right, here we go.
At this time of day, it's gonna be jammed. Are you crazy? At this time of day, it's gonna be jammed. Are you crazy?
Did you put this on here because I complained about the 405 the other day?
No, but
It's perfect!
Do you remember that?
Insert clip. I mean,
I was gonna say, this is lovely 405, always. Doesn't matter. It's a Saturday. It's a Saturday morning. 405.
oh my god.
It's so good. That was really good.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right,
And
number,
relatable, for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely very relatable.
all right, number 2.
Oh, shit. Don't you do it. Pew, pew, woo. Told you don't do it.
Very nice. I actually saw this one on a compilation.
Oh gosh.
This one is really good.
Does he know these people? Like, or does he just work there? And like,
I mean, his
It's there.
his title says, or his whatever, it says, "How am I not fired yet?"
oh,
Oh my god.
that's pretty funny.
All right, next one.
New game, same trash talk.
Don't keep swimming. Shut your goofy ass up and go back to the kitchen. You're 35. Go make your kid a sandwich.
I'm going to fuck your dad and give him a child he actually loves. New game, same trash talk.
Nice. That's a good comeback.
Unfazed by it, unfazed.
Shut your goofy ass up and go back to the kitchen. You're 35. Go make your kid a sandwich.
Oh god. So good.
I'm going to fuck your dad and give him a child he actually loves.
It's like 0 to 100 real quick.
The scream at the end. All right, next.
On, which means if I hear a breather, I'm gonna be quiet. What? What is it? What does that mean? I need to remember your training, Theo. I need to hide. I need to hide. We have to stay quiet.
Fucking Discord channel, you idiot.
Nice.
It's so legit. I had to keep muting my mic because I was laughing so much.
So my mic is on.
That's so good.
That's really good.
Ugh, I've seen a lot of these like horror game Twitch channels and stuff playing these games, and I could never do it.
Someone made me play Phasmophobia. seen or heard this game?
I've heard of it, yeah.
Kind of the same idea where if you start to hear like the ghost or whatever, you have to go and like hide and you have to be quiet. Like if you make sound, then it's more likely to kill you the louder you are. I did not like this game. I am the biggest wuss. Like Luigi's Mansion scares the hell out of me, so I cannot play Phasmophobia. It's not good.
Back in early Camfu and Friend days, we did a video where we like rented one of the stages out and just like turned off all the lights and just made it super spooky in there and just recorded people playing Outlast.
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
Outlast. Yep.
Get them out!
And it was pretty freaky.
Still one of the scariest games I think ever made.
It is. We should do something like that again soon. That was fun.
Not me. I'll record it. All right. Last one from Becca. That sound is perfect.
So good.
Oh my gosh.
In our relationship, we both sound like that, so it's a race to whoever falls asleep first.
It's just Jeff and ours.
It's a race.
That I'm aware of. Did you ever play the one I sent you a while back? Did we do that in the last episode?
She's got eyes that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories, that everything was as fresh as a bright blue sky.
That's so good.
I like that they're like, he passes the vibe check in the comments.
And then this one you sent me a few days ago.
I feel like most of the ones I send you.
Oh, this one's good.
Imagine me beating the crap out of you. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, so last Saturday, just this past Saturday, the three of us and also our friend Laura went to KURA Sushi, which is a new sushi spot that opened up in Bellevue, Washington. And this place is unique because not only do they have one of those revolving sushi conveyor belt things, but they also have this like direct delivery to your table sushi belt. So like you're at your table, you order on the touchpad what you want, and then from the kitchen they send you, like it just zips right to your table and you get to take it. While our viewers are kind of watching the clips here of our trip to this restaurant, I kind of wanted to ask you guys, because we never talked about this, what did you guys think of the restaurant and the food, the service, all of the above? Becca, why don't you go first?
I definitely think that the, what's the word? It is a gimmick, I guess, of like the whole restaurant is actually really cool. I'm sure you'll probably go over like the plates and all that kind of stuff. When it's the actual like food though, I feel like it's pretty comparable to any other kind of sushi belt type restaurant. The belt with like the food that comes directly to your table is actually pretty cool. I'm assuming you liked your ramen because that looked really good. I enjoyed everything that I got, so I actually really liked it, and I'd probably go back.
Nice. And what would you say was your favorite thing there that you tried?
So the first thing that popped in my head, just because I have to say it, is they have the nigiri salmon with like a little bit of sesame oil on it with like a little lemon. It was super delish. But I'll also say I got the taiyaki ice cream at the end. That was really good too. It's got like that red bean with that like fish-shaped pastry and delish. And it was
cool
warm.
looking.
Yeah, it was like warm when it came out, and then they had the ice cream, and then I had like 6 cups of green tea. So,
All right, Kristyona, what did you think?
I agree. Like it was a fun experience, but I would disagree in the fact that I don't think I would go back, just because I feel like for what it was a little. I mean, I wouldn't say it was overpriced. It's definitely comparable, but I feel like it's overpriced for what you get. So when I'm going for sushi, like I'm ready to pound some sushi, okay? And and so I'm more of like a trapper's vibe girl, where like just give me all I can eat.
All you can eat at the bar.
Yes, but the thing is like the little prizes you get. So like if you turn in 15 plates, you get a prize. But we kind of did the math on that, and it's like a little keychain, and you basically have to do like $50 worth of food before you get like a little tiny keychain. So I feel like maybe if they lowered the plate count, it might be more fun and more enticing for that aspect. But I feel like 15 plates at like $4 a plate, that's just insane, right? Like if you're actually there to like have that part of the experience. My only other qualm was they didn't refill my drink, and I was very thirsty. So I tried drinking Becca's tea because 1, I wanted to try it, and 2, I was like incredibly thirsty, and I like scorched my tongue. I burnt it so bad, and it like ruined my next 2 days. So
She was complaining the whole way home.
it hurt. I was blooping the whole way home, or blopping, or whatever it is. I mean, it was good and it was fun, and I'm not mad that we went. I thought it was a lot of fun, but I don't think that I would go back. Like, not as for an experience. Like, if I was there and there wasn't a wait, sure, but
yeah,
I wouldn't like plan a day around it again.
I think we all kind of somewhat agree. Like, it's fun to experience one time. So I would say go once and just experience it for yourself. It is very like traditionally Japanese. Like when I was in there, I felt like I was in Japan, transported back to the promised land. And like the gimmick of the bringing the sushi straight to your table, or food straight to your table, that was cool. Now I will say I'm not the best judge of sushi quality. And you guys know this, but prior to our experience at KURA Sushi, I had only tried like 2 pieces of actual sushi in my entire life. And that's because I'm not a big sushi fan. I'm not a big raw fish fan. I'm not a big raw foods in general, like just any raw food. It doesn't matter what it is. Not a fan. I like it to be cooked, and cooked well. Not well done. I'm not that bad, but it needs to be cooked. So I can't really judge the sushi quality. And if you're watching any of these videos that we're showing now, you can see that this place didn't convert me or anything. But the things that I did that I would kind of more gravitate to, I did enjoy. I had like these, I think I tried 3 different kinds of beef sushi, which is crazy, like to just have 3 different types of beef ones. One of them was not great, and that was like the partly raw one. But the other 2 were pretty good. And then I had the ramen, and then I had the gyoza. And those are fine because they're cooked. I like them. But even the gyoza, like, I like gyoza from other places better. And it was also the deep fried type of gyoza instead of the, what is it, the pan fried?
Pan fried, yeah.
Yeah, and usually every Japanese place I've ever been to is always pan fried. And this place was deep fried, which is kind of more of the style that you would get at like a teriyaki restaurant. Anyway, to conclude our KURA Sushi review, check it out one time, then decide for yourself if you want to go back. I think, personally, I would not go back. Kristyona, you would not go back. Becca, would you?
I'd probably go back only because, like, I work in Bellevue. And if it was like, hey, do you want sushi? I'd be like, well, I know. Like, I've been to KURA. It wasn't bad. It was good. There it is. But, like...
if you're going for, like, lunch, you're not
like
getting in.
No. And, like, if I was at home, like, on a weekend... I wouldn't go to Bellevue to go to KURA.
So let's go to like movies and entertainment. There's a couple announcements that we should talk about. First off, they greenlit Dune. Did we mention this in the last episode?
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Yeah, it like happened the day of the recording, so I'm mentioning it again because we're keeping you current. But I finally got to see the movie in the theater. And Becca, have you seen it yet?
Yeah, I actually watched it with Chrissy.
Cool.
First time.
Okay, so I went to the theater. I was holding off, and we went on Sunday, and I'm glad I went to the theater because the audio was amazing. The Hans Zimmer soundtrack was awesome. All the sound editing, was great. It was fantastic. I enjoyed the movie a lot. I kind of knew I was going to anyway because I really like the director. I'm going to butcher his name. Denis Villeneuve.
Hi, my name is Denis Villeneuve.
I don't know if I said that right. He's French-Canadian, so he's got a French name.
There's no Canada like French Canada. It's the best Canada in the land. The other Canada is hardly Canada. If you lived here for a day, you'd understand.
Maybe it's a Canadian name. It's awful assumptive of you.
I mean, it's most likely French, but...
But it could be Canadian, so...
What's another Canadian name to you?
Letterkenny.
Nice execution.
You're doing terrific.
Are we just naming TV shows now?
No.
You should have said, what is it? Tim Hortons? Is that what they have up there?
Mm-hmm. How about the Celine Dion's? The Dion's up
the
there?
Celine Dion's.
Celine? I'm not that clever, you guys. Sorry. Continue. Director. You really like the director.
Really like the directors. Like all his past movies I've enjoyed, so I kind of expected to enjoy this too. And I really like his take on Dune. You're right. Like, Kristyona, the more I was watching it, the more I was remembering the David Lynch version of Dune. And I was like, oh, this is like tonally like so different compared to that. Like, this is serious, and that was like... But I really enjoyed it. I had a good time, and yeah, excited for the sequel. I wanted more, like, when it ended, like, I think the movie's 2.5 hours long. Like, I wanted it to keep going. Like, I was having a great time.
I equated the end of Dune the same feeling I got when I finished Fellowship of the Ring. Like, seriously, this is where they're ending it right now?
Yeah.
When, you're ready to watch the second one.
Yeah. But I take it you enjoyed it too then?
Yeah. It's funny so after we watched the movie, we're like, looking up, hey, is the second one in the works? Like, what's kind of going on? We watched it at someone's house, and Kristyona and Jeff brought their soundbar out and everything, so we tried to get the sound as theatrical as we could. But we were reading a review, and someone said watching it at home in like a home theater is like trying to drive a speedboat in a bathtub. And I'm like, oh, you know what? That actually is a pretty good analogy. I did like it. We read the book. Well, some of us read the book. Some of us couldn't get through the book.
Some of us didn't finish the book.
Yeah, some of us did.
Some of us didn't read the book.
Who would that be? I'm not sure. But the hardest part for me was trying to keep track of everybody's like houses and affiliations and who people were, what, all that kind of stuff. But I felt like the movie did a really good job of kind of explaining it. It was obviously easy to kind of see who was who and everything. And by the end, yeah, I definitely wanted more. I think I did make the comment that Zendaya was in it for like, what was it, like 7 minutes or something like that. And most of it was like the turns and
the constant turn
like the
towards
heavy
the camera
breaths, and you're like
slow motion.
Really? This is what we're getting? Okay, that's fine.
It was like, if I don't see her speak at least one time in this movie, and we were all like, she did the intro, Becca, so no big deal.
I'm like, fair enough, fair enough.
But Cameron, my biggest thing for that is like, I still feel like for the folks who didn't read the books, they had a lot of questions, and even the people who did read the books kind of still had questions about the story. How do you feel like you comprehended along the way as far as like what was going on and who was who and like just general like understanding of the storyline?
I feel like I got most of it, but then again, I don't know what I don't know, right? Like,
yeah,
Bethany was trying to fill me in on a lot of like the politics that's happening behind the scenes of the story, and I was like, you know, every time she told me something, I was like, oh, that kind of would have been cool if they put something about that in there or whatever. I mean, I feel like other than that, I kind of got everything. Like, I'm curious, like, who the Emperor is and why he's doing what he's doing, but at the same time, I don't know.
The hard part is when you adapt a book to a movie, especially a book with that much stuff in it, it's so hard. And, like, the diehard fans of that book are never going to be happy with the movie because there's just no way you can possibly take all of those details and translate it into a movie. But there are certain pieces where you're like, that could have enhanced the storyline had you mentioned that. So it'll be interesting to see if maybe in like with how they deliver the second movie, if there's intentional reasons why they left out some of that. Maybe just because they didn't feel like they could translate it properly into like a visual movie form, you know?
Gotcha. Yeah. I'm excited for the second one.
I am too. I saw October 2023 though, and that does not excite me.
Yeah. But like I mentioned, we got more than just the Dune sequel to look forward to. We also got an announcement that Squid Game Season 2 has officially been greenlit. The creator confirmed that they're going to do it. I heard, and I don't remember if it was you, Kristyona, or someone else, but I heard recently that this creator, like, he has so many other story ideas that he wants to work on. So doing a season 2 of Squid Game is not the most exciting thing for him. But, so I'm a little curious to see how season 2 is going to end up. Like, maybe he will, like, take more of a back seat in season 2 and just kind of let, like, some new producers or writers take it from here, and he'll just kind of oversee as an executive producer. But I guess we'll see, but it's either way exciting that we're going to get more Squid Game because I really like that show, and I think a lot of other people did.
I was just going to say, I did hear that the creator insisted on having a bigger team of people this time because I guess for the first one, he did so much of it that it sounds like he's like very insistent on bringing in more writers and things, especially for season 2. The thing I'm most worried about is because season 1 was so good and had such a big hype, I feel like because it wasn't created with a second in mind, the second is kind of the afterthought now. I'm curious to see how well they are able to do like the writing and execution on that to keep it kind of true to the first one.
Right. Becca, did you watch it and did you like it?
Yeah, I watched it I think 2 or 3 times already, so I really did enjoy it. Being I guess being Korean, just kind of like I knew a lot of like the kind of cultural nuances that kind of came with a lot of the acting styles and like their own kind of not Hollywood, but just like their own movie making stuff. I can kind of see that. I watch a lot of like Korean dramas and variety shows and things like that. So it was kind of cool to see all that. I was kind of worried. My mom's not a huge like violent type, you know, but I was curious. I asked my dad, I'm like, hey, do you plan on watching Squid Game with mom? And he's like, I don't know if she'll like it. And I'm like, I feel like maybe if you watch like the first episode, you know, she might just kind of gauge it and everything. So he was telling me, she's like, yeah, you know, as soon as like the movie started, she's like, oh, I used to play that as a kid, like the Squid Game. And I'm
wow.
Oh, really? She's like, yeah. He's like, you know, back then, like, you know, either poor kids or just kids that didn't really have much to do, like, would go and make games up to go play with, you know, the kids in the neighborhood and stuff like that. So, there was a lot of like, I shouldn't say relatable. Relatable is not the right word, but like a lot of things that kind of came up that I'm like, oh, you know what? I kind of understand what that is. Like the Dalgona game. Like my mom used to make the candies for us all the time.
Yeah.
So as soon as that popped up, I'm like, oh shit, I know what this is. So
what is that? Which one is the Dalgona game?
The where you had to like crack the candy into its shape.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. So like back in the day, you would go and get like a candy, and if you came back with your piece cracked, you get another one for free. So that was kind of like their cool little thing. Only in the show you die. So
So for this video, it's gonna be kind of like that Taco Bell commercial in the last episode, Kristyona, where I'm gonna stop the video halfway, and then this time you don't get a multiple choice. You just have to try and guess what's gonna happen. But I mean, you can clearly see this guy is at a bowling alley, and he's going to bowl. I will pause, and then you guys have to guess how this video ends. All right? So here we go. All right. So
I have a confession. I know what happens.
Dang it. Okay, well then we'll just pick on Kristyona and how dumb she is on guessing what she thinks is going to happen.
Talk about one right, okay? I have 2 guesses. Well, one, this is what's weird. I feel like there's 2 shadows on the thing. So that makes me feel like this might be a little edited. So now I feel like maybe the ball is just going to go flying off into the nether. The second thing I thought, well, actually the first thing I thought was that it was just going to like go through the floor. Second thing is maybe it's just going to like zoom off. And the third thing is it's just going to like bounce really high and go through the ceiling. Those are my 3 guesses.
What was your first guess?
It's going to go through the floor. Maybe a bird's going to come and swoop it. Like anything could happen. Like literally anything could happen. But the
bird's gonna swoop in.
Seriously, like a pterodactyl's like, ah! You don't know.
I'm genuinely impressed with you. Here we go.
I've got a lot of different thoughts, okay? Okay, I wasn't envisioning that though. I was envisioning more of like a hole.
Like a hole.
Yeah, like I was thinking it was just gonna like bust through the bottom, not take out the whole lane.
Good job picking up on that kind of second shadow. There were people who in the comments of this video were like kind of breaking down where they could tell that it was CG. And yeah, you called out one of the things for sure. You guys know Doge. Doge.
Mm-hmm.
Doge.
I call him Doge.
Doge, inspiration for Dogecoin, the new cryptocurrency. Well, new. It's been around for a little bit. The meme cryptocurrency. Well, the owner of the Doge, it sounds so funny to say, just posted a new picture of the Doge dog, and it's a female, is 16 years old. I think yesterday or today. I can't remember. But there she is.
Aww.
That's her in the same spot.
Oh.
Same background. It's good to see that she's still around.
Yeah.
Let's see here. How old is she now? Wiki says she's going to turn 16 November 2nd. So this was last week. Maybe that was the day I found this link or found this picture.
We are not current anymore. We are a week late.
Keeping semi-current.
And then this episode is going to be posted 2 weeks
Almost
from now.
Current.
Yeah, this video will be posted 2 weeks from now. So this will be a month old by the time you guys see it. But I thought it was cute. All right, last thing we're going to talk about is video games. The one that I wanted to talk about was Mario Party Superstars. This one came out, I can't remember what the release date, October 29th, so it was after our last episode. this is the second Mario Party game to come out for the Nintendo Switch, but this one is a little different in that it recycles a ton of mini games from the previous games in the Mario Party series. So there's like games from Mario Party 1, which came out on the Nintendo 64, all the way up to the Mario Party that came out for the Wii U. So what's really cool is like they updated the graphics on all of it. The gameplay is pretty much the same. And they improved on the earlier Mario Party Switch game in that there's an online multiplayer that works really, really well, especially if you want to play with friends. The games, like the collection of mini games that they selected themselves, are pretty good. Like I would say 96% of the games are like awesome games that I'm never like disappointed to see when they get chosen to be played. It's really fun. I've been playing it with my daughters a lot lately, and so I highly recommend. Have you guys played any of the Mario Party games before or have enjoyed them?
The only Mario Party I've played was on the Nintendo 64, and it was like ages ago. And I really wanted to buy Smash Brothers recently. Recently as in like a couple years ago. And we bought for like the price that you could just buy the game from like other sellers online. I got a whole second Nintendo 64, 2 more controllers, and like 10 games, and one of them being Smash Brothers. And Mario Party was included in that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I haven't played this in forever. And I got like 2 people to play with me, and they got bored after like 5 minutes and didn't want to play anymore. And I was like, come on, guys. So that was my last experience with Mario Party for like any time in the recent near term.
I think I've played the Super Mario Party for the Switch that came out a few years ago. Mm-hmm. That I've played with some friends, and they don't like to play with me because I say I win every time.
But do you?
I mean,
the thing about Becca and I is neither of us are like competitive at all, which is why we have such a great friendship. Mm-hmm. Because neither of us just care if anyone else beats us in anything. We're just so non-competitive.
Pretty sure that's a lie.
No.
Never. We would never lie.
The other game I wanted to talk to you guys about, I don't know if you've seen this yet. I haven't played it yet, but there's a trailer for it, and it looks super fun. It's called Unpacking, and it's literally a game.
I was just about to say, this is going to be Kristyona all over the place. Sorry.
It's literally,
I'm listening.
It's a game about moving and unpacking and putting your things in place. Check out this trailer. I think you're going to like it. Oh.
I already like it.
1 second.
I already like it.
Won a lot of awards. Did you peep the Rubik's Cube, Becca?
I did. Oh, peeking that GameCube right now.
Is that an instant buy for you?
Maybe. Instant, no. But I feel like two things for me. One, I kind of want to play it right now because I think it looks like relaxing and fun. But I could also see it getting kind of boring really fast. And so it would either be the game that you play a lot out of the gate just because it's like fun and new and then you never touch it again. Or you only play it when you're like really bored or in a funk or you just want to like do something mindless. Like, so I'm hit or miss on this. I think it's a cool concept, but unless it's like less than $5, I probably won't buy it right away.
I think so. This game came out on November 1st, so it's pretty new still. I think brand new. It's $20. So yeah, I would wait for a sale. The reviews have been really good. As you can see on the Steam reviews, it's very positive. And I think the issue that I've seen the most people bringing up is that there's only really 2 hours worth of gameplay. So $20 for 2 hours, and the replayability is not great. So yeah, I would wait for a sale, but I'm really excited to play this because I like games like this, like organization games.
I think that's the other problem is it makes it look so easy. And I have yet to organize my new house that we've lived in for almost a year now. And I buy all of these things to organize because I see these like organizational TikToks and I'm like, ooh, I'm going to put everything in my fridge in bins. So I buy all the bins and then they sit in a box at my front door for like 3 days. And then I unbox them and then I put them somewhere else. And now I have more clutter because I don't use my organizational bins to organize. Anyways, I'm stressed out. But like, he just moves it and it folds or it hangs and like it's not that easy in real life and I'm upset.
It would be a true shame if you like beat this game before you put your house together. Like
if I bought it right now, then that would be a 100% fact.
But it is available on pretty much everything like Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, PC. Go get it if this looks appealing to you. All right. That's all I had. Was there anything specifically you guys wanted to talk about?
There was a baby born the other day with a tail.
I was like, are we still talking video games or?
No, this is real life. I guess you can just look up tail baby.
I'm not going to get some weird fetish things, am I?
That's a picture of it.
Wait. What? Okay, tail baby. Does it say Brazil?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh no.
I want to talk about the tail baby.
Can we show any of these? Okay. Oof. I don't like looking at this.
It's not feet.
What? It looks like a boob on the end of a tail.
What kind of boobs are you looking at?
Why did you want to talk about this?
It's like a boob with a mole on it. We were trying to keep current here, Cameron, and there was a baby born with a tail. People need to know.
People need to know, Cameron, of this tail baby.
Yeah. Okay,
It's rare.
Doctors in Brazil were left flabbergasted over the case of a boy born with a true human tail. This makes me think of, what was that movie with Jason Alexander where he has a tail? What?
Is it Shallow Hal?
Yes.
Yeah, Shallow Hal. Yeah. Ooh. Oh no. Come on, that doesn't look like a nipple to you right there?
I mean, it kind of, without like the areola part, yeah.
Yeah, right.
It kind of reminds me of, the old-fashioned, like...
the stress ball.
Or the...
I was thinking more like the blood pressure.
Yeah, the blood pressure.
Yeah. Oh, like a stress ball? Yeah.
I was like, a stress ball.
Oh, man. All right, well...
Isn't that creepy?
I guess we're evolving... We're de-evolving. We're devolving. Back to monkeys.
Or we're evolving to having a tail that can do stuff for us. Like,
what is that tail gonna do for that baby?
Well, it's the start. Evolution doesn't happen overnight, Becca. It's not just one day everyone's born with tails. It has to progress.
It's
I
not
feel
even like in the middle of their back. It's like off to the left. Oh.
Yeah, that's weird.
Fortunately, that'll probably be easily removed, right?
I think so.
It was, yeah.
I was gonna say
Oh, it's
if they
already
haven't
done.
already.
I think so, yeah. I think they did it already.
Okay, well. Good job, Brazil doctors.
Brazil doctors.
We'll be back on top, which is my favorite position.
Let's get back to the hospital, which is in Brazil.
And with that, I guess that's going to do it for this episode of Keeping Current. Challenge for next episode. You guys got to tune in because it's going to be a good one. Here's the challenge, Kristyona. We have to make a PowerPoint presentation that the other person is going to present. So it can be any topic. I mean, make it clean enough for YouTube, you know, and make it at least like 4 to 5 slides, you know, put some effort into it.
Oh my God,
And,
I'm so excited.
and we can't tell each other what it's going to be about. You just have to wing it as if like you're in a group project and everyone else did the work, but you got to present.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yes, this sounds amazing.
All right, so that's going to do it for this episode. We want to thank Becca again for being our inaugural guest. Thank you so much for being here, Becca.
Thank you for having me. I'm very honored.
And Kristyona, why don't you let the people know where they can email us if they have a comment or a question?
I've been practicing because last time we had to take like 7 takes. You can find us at keepcurrentpodcast@gmail.com.
Beautiful, beautiful. And also, feel free to like and subscribe. It helps us out. It builds us in the YouTube algorithm. So that's it. Peace out. Have a good rest of your week, month of November. If we don't see you before Thanksgiving, have a good Thanksgiving. But hopefully we'll see you before that. All right, peace out. Bye, 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 bye.